Salute BlakGooseTV family. What's good with it? Nothing but blessings, positivity going y'all way. Hopefully your Wednesday has been absolutely amazing. And if it hasn't, I just pray it get better. And if it don't get better, I promise you tomorrow will be better. You feel me? So nothing but love coming my way. Hopefully if y'all come up in here, man, you watch this video, you guys hit the like button below. You also subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. And either way, if you do or you don't, I appreciate y'all actually clicking on the video and giving this a view. So with that now being said, I'm gonna go ahead and touch on the topic that I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know I'm probably the last nigga getting to this. It's all good because y'all know, especially if you're OG of the channel, OG of the family, or even if you somewhat new, you know how the format goes here. I usually drop the videos a little bit later on the later side of the game when it comes to night, and that's how we do. So I'm probably the last one when it comes to this. Y'all probably heard just about everybody talk about this already because it's been swirling, circulating, and it's been on everybody's motherfucking channel. If you have anything to do with boxing, and why shouldn't it be, right? Because this is big news, right? This is big news. And we need to decipher whether or not this means something when it comes to this particular fight. Now, obviously, everything that's been circulating, the headlines, all this good stuff, is that Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father, longtime trainer, obviously the person that we know basically handles the ins and outs and was very influential, still very influential in Devin Haney's career. He will not be able to attend the fight between him and George Kambosos. Now, as you can see, the way I stated it is the way that we've been seeing most of the reports that he will not be able to travel with Devin Haney. Now, I'm going to come at y'all with the real. All right? I'm coming at you with the real and the factual shit, and y'all can see it right here. All right? This is coming from BoxingScene.com. Bill Haney is not yet permitted to travel to Australia. Yoel Judah to lead Devin Haney's corner for Kambosos' fight. Now, I have not read the nitty-gritty of the article, but that's what we're going to do so we can understand the details and actually have real factual information in front of us so we can know whether or not we can look at this as a ploy or a play where we're like, oh, this isn't a good look for Devin Haney because he ain't going to have his father in his corner that he's used to and had, all of his career going back to the amateurs. Or we can look at it and be like, well, let's calm down. Let's not overreact. It's that he has not yet been permitted. He hasn't been denied. He just hasn't been permitted. That's what we're going to find out. Has he been denied for that permit, which means he's not going to be able to be there, or he's just not yet permitted? And right now they're just taking precaution to say if there's a possibility he gets denied, Yoel Judah will end up being the head corner man for Devin Haney versus George Kambosos for Devin Haney's side of the game. You know what I'm saying? So let's find out. Let's see if Boxing Scene is going to be able to clarify that for us. And let's see if we can actually put I won't say an end to it, but at least we'll be able to put a cap on the idea or the information going out there saying Bill Haney is not able to go with Devin Haney. Because if it's still up in the air, then obviously, you know what I'm saying, all you Devin Haney fans, me being one of them, we don't have to be as up in arms or as, worried about, whoa, he ain't going to have his, his pops type shit. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what Boxing Scene has to say. Let's see if they can shed light on some information we did not know about. So Devin Haney hits the road for the biggest fight of his young career without his primary team in tow. Travel plans for the WBC lightweight titles will not include the company of his father and head trainer Bill Haney, who was not permitted to go through customs for the trip to Australia. The elder Haney was denied entry due to prior conviction holding up his visa application, forcing Devin Haney to literally fly solo en route to Melbourne ahead of his June 5th undisputed lightweight championship clash with George Kambosos Jr. So Bill Haney said, I'm still at home in Vegas. I wasn't able to board the flight to go over to Australia, confirmed during an appearance on Trill Boxing Talk. They said my visa hasn't been approved, but it hasn't been denied. At this point in time, I wasn't able to go through customs. I do want the world to know as a dad, I prepared Devin for this moment and doing what he does best, showing up and showing out. I've been preparing him for the day when he will no longer have me. I don't have my dad. I lost him at the same age Devin is now. It was devastating to lose him. He raised a solid one. And I totally understand that. Devin Haney's younger than me. He's like 20. Devin Haney's 23. I'm 28. I lost my pops when I was 27. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit older than Devin Haney, but it don't matter, man. Especially as a growing young man, man, when you don't have your pops in your life, when you haven't fully matured, and a lot of people might say, okay, I'm a full grown man right now. You know what I'm saying? Full grown man. But I still have so much life to live, so many much more things to accomplish, and not having your pops there not really not necessarily to guide you, because at the point of the age I'm at, the point of the age that Devin Haney's at, and what he's in his respected craft, they prepare you for that moment, but them not being able to see you to succeed and show them like, hey, you prepared me properly, so look how my outcome is. For you to not show them that, like, yo, you did a good job, that's tough. So I know exactly what he's talking about, man. That's a tough one. So it was devastated to lose him. He raised a solid one. I can only hope that all the talks me and Devin has had, that he's able to remember and to be the man I know that he is. So it was revealed during the same show, short of the elder Haney being approved for a travel visa in the coming days. Haney will be trained by Yoel Judah, the father and head trainer of retired former 2 division and undisputed welterweight champion Zab Judah, for the upcoming 4-belt undisputed champion. The bout will be aired live on ESPN June 4th. So the custom issue stems from a 30-year-old conviction when Bill Haney served time on a drug conviction in 1992. We don't have to go into that. I want to go more into the quote of Bill Haney. That was the thing that puzzled me the most, notes the elder Haney, who's trained and managed Devin throughout his boxing lifetime. I was always upfront in terms of where I came from, being from Oakland, where I made some mistakes. I don't want Devin to make. I made some mistakes at 22, 23, where Devin is now, and hopefully he doesn't have to make those mistakes that I made. Those aren't the past. He wants to go down. I have a felony on my record that goes back to 1992, a federal drug conviction that I served time on. I was open and honest to our partners at Top Rank, Louis DeBella with DeBella Entertainment. Knew about this as well. We were hoping to get the support from the Australian government pertaining to it. Hopefully that will happen the next day or two, a couple of weeks before the fight, that I will be able to go. So it looks like that's the last quote from him. Okay, let's get another one, because I want to get all the quotes from Bill Haney out here, because I do want to, like, you know, I'm not too keen on watching other, you know, boxing YouTube channels. I just don't. I don't, but you know, I see, obviously they're going to come up in my feed and I see all the articles, I see the things. So all I was seeing over and over and over, if you guys have gotten this far, was that Bill Haney will not be able to go to the fight. Well, this is why I'm here, guys. I'm here to tell you, fuck clickbait. I'm giving y'all the real. I'm giving y'all see the information right here. I will say this. I'm putting this on record. I think Bill Haney's going to be able to go. If Bill Haney said he was up front with Louis DeBella, he was up front with Top Rank, he was up front with whoever was dealing with, you know, visas, Australian government to allow, you know, certain teams to come over when it comes to boxing side of the game. He said, hey, y'all know about this conviction, et cetera, et cetera. This is just more news. This is in my opinion, I take this as marketing. It's going to make a lot of people talk about this fight. It's going to make people like, oh, no, like you see now, oh, Devin Haney's going to have his father. In the end, Bill will be there. He's going to be there. He is going to be there. So he has not been denied. Despite you guys seeing all these reports, oh, he's been denied from his visa. He hasn't been denied. It's just up in the air right now. They're trying. It's just taking longer to process. But I promise you, he's going to be there. But they weren't willing to give up anything, though, to Bill Haney. It's a one-way rematch clause, and they wanted it in Australia. Devin doesn't have a rematch in the contract. With this, me not being able to go over it, changed the dynamic of what we agreed to. But we are men of our word. We have this fight right now. The most important thing is to get through this fight right now that we have in front of us, get through that with him, and then speak to the government. Hopefully in the next couple of days or even during the rematch, I will be allowed to let over. They have a character committee or something like that, the Australian government, that they overlook people on the fence that maybe they can accept in. They have a character committee meeting on it. I'm as optimistic about the fight happening when they said it wasn't happening. I'm just as optimistic about me being allowed over there. In all actuality, we'll have to prepare for me not being there. So you're preparing for the worst. That's what you have to do, especially when you're someone who understands that, you know, life doesn't ever go according to plan. You know what I'm saying? You always prepare for the worst, because if you prepare for the worst, you're going to be over prepared for the best. What I mean by that is if the worst doesn't happen and everything goes according to plan, you are going to be even more ready for that than you would have if the worst happened. So that puts you in a pretty good position. But, you know, I just wanted to put, I didn't want to speak on this topic. Obviously, everyone else is speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? It's very popular news in the boxing world today, but I did want to shed, hopefully I can shed a different type of light on it than other YouTubers have been shedding on it. He is not yet permitted. And salute the boxing scene for being 100, because I went on other article sites, I went on other websites, and they made sure they led with Bill Haney is not able to get in Australia. Boxing scene is one of the few sites, and that's why I love them so much, where they're just honest about it. Like, we would get a lot more clicks on this if it says Bill Haney cannot go to Australia, but in reality, it's still up in the air. It's still up in the air. So there's a very, very small chance, small possibility Bill Haney will make it over there for this fight, or possibly the rematch. There's a much bigger chance he won't, but nothing is confirmed yet. And that's what I want to give to y'all. Now, BlakGooseTV family, what do you guys think about this subject? What do you think about this topic? Do you think it's a setup? You think it's rigged? How do you feel? Let me know, especially with Bill Haney saying he let the team know beforehand that, you know, hey, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got a felony. I got this, but you're going to allow me to get over there, right? And from what Bill Haney's alluding to, seemed like because they already knew it up front, they said, yeah, of course you're going to be able to come over. And it seems like there's problems now, which that's how the game go, right? But let me know below, man. Drop it in the comments. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not a part of the motherfucking family, you need to be part of it, because I'm telling you, this is different, man. When it comes to this boxing family, we're different, man. Not only we out here talking about boxing, all that type of good stuff, but if you ever catch the good ass podcast that I do with my dogs in, we be dropping some gems for y'all too. So salute to the people. Much love as always, man. Keep supporting the channel. Keep showing love, man. Just nothing but blessings towards y'all way. And as always, on the Arnold Schwarzenegger side of the game, I'll be back.